and welcome to a year of eternal love, a course in miracles, workbook for students, lesson 195. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Gratitude is a lesson hard to learn for those who look upon the world amiss. The most that they can do is see themselves as better off than others, and then try to be content because another seems to suffer more than they. How pitiful and deprecating are such thoughts. For who has cause for thanks while others have less cause? And who could suffer less because he sees another suffer more? Your gratitude is due to him alone who made all cause of sorrow disappear throughout the world. It is insane to offer thanks because of suffering, but it is equally insane to fail in gratitude to one who offers you the certain means whereby all pain is healed, and suffering replaced with laughter and with happiness. Nor could the even, partly sane, refuse to take the steps in which he directs and follow in the way he sets before them to escape a prison that they thought contained no door to the deliverance they now perceive. Your brother is your enemy because you see in him the rival for your peace. A plunderer who takes his joy from you and leaves you nothing but a black despair so bitter and relentless that there is no hope remaining. Now is vengeance all there is to wish for. Now can you but try to bring him down to lie in the death with you, as useless as yourself, as little left within his gasping fingers as in yours. You do not offer God your gratitude because your brother is more slave than you, nor could you sanely be enraged if he seems freer. Love makes no comparisons. And gratitude can only be sincere if it is joined to love. We offer thanks to God our Father, that in us all things will find their freedom. It will never be that some are loosed while others are still bound. For who can bargain in the name of love? Therefore give thanks, but in sincerity, and let your gratitude make room for all who will escape with you. The sick, the weak, the needy, and afraid, and those who mourn a seeming loss or feel apparent pain, who suffer cold or hunger, or who walk the way of hatred and the path of death. All these go with you. Let us not compare ourselves with them, for thus we split them off from our awareness of the unity we share with them as they must share with us. We thank our Father for one thing alone, that we are separate from no living thing, and therefore one with him. And we rejoice that no exceptions ever can be made which would reduce our wholeness, nor impair or change our function to complete the one who is himself completion. We give thanks for every living thing, for otherwise we offer thanks for nothing, and we fail to recognize the gifts of God to us. Then let our brothers lean their tired heads against our shoulders as they rest a while. We offer thanks for them, for if we can direct them to the peace that we would find, the way is opening at last to us. An ancient door is swinging free again. A long-forgotten word re-echoes in our memory and gathers clarity as we are willing once again to hear. Walk, then, in gratitude, the way of love. For hatred is forgotten when we lay comparisons aside. What more remains as obstacles to peace? The fear of God is now undone at last, and we forgive without comparing. Thus we cannot choose to overlook some things and yet retain some other things that are still locked away as sins. When your forgiveness is complete, you will have total gratitude. For you will see that everything has earned the right to love by being love, even as yourself. Today we learn to think of gratitude in place of anger, malice, and revenge. We have been given everything. If we refuse to recognize it, we are not entitled, therefore, to our bitterness and to a self-perception which regards us in a place of merciless pursuit where we are badgered ceaselessly and pushed about without a thought or care for us or for our future. Gratitude becomes the single thought we substitute for these insane perceptions. God has cared for us and calls us son. Can there be more than this? Our gratitude will pave the way to him and shorten our learning time, but more than you could ever dream of. Gratitude goes hand in hand with love. And where one is, the other must be found. For gratitude is but an aspect of the love in which all the source of all of creation. God give his thanks to you, his son, for being what you are, his own completion and the source of love. Along with him, your gratitude to him is one with his to you. For love can walk no road except the way of gratitude, and thus we go walk the way to God. And for these insights, love makes no comparisons. The more that we compare, it's another trap of the ego split mind. The ego is the avatar of who you are not, the unreal you, the misconception of you. And the more that we compare, the more we're creating that illusion of separation, that we are separate from one another, that we are different. And the more that we compare, the more we're attacking and sending out these judgmental thoughts. The more that we're farther away from who we really are, the more that we're further away from love. We don't give gratitude because we're a little bit better than someone else. We give gratitude for the source of all creation that only wills not perfect happiness, peace, and joy. Will you accept that? Those gifts, they're yours. It's your inheritance. If you're willing, it's there for you. No exceptions. I want to thank you for joining with me today. This is a year of eternal love. I love you. And I hope you'll join me for tomorrow's lesson. And until then, God bless.